Alright, so let's talk about all the books I read in the February, all the book hauls, reading update, movies, and everything about the February. It was a Valentine week and I had a few plans, not about the Valentine, but reading some romantic books. But unfortunately, I was unable to read any romantic books. So let's get into the video and try to understand all the book hauls and the reading update. First book that I wanted to talk about is The Happy Sexy Millionaire by Steven. So I have like almost done with 80% of this book. I'm taking a very slow pace to read this book because इसमें बहुत सारी अच्छी चीज़ें हैं and I wanted to read it very slowly just to understand. If you remember my last year video, the one I posted about the book, The Almanac of Naval Ravikant, which took me around almost a month to realize what is this book, what is that book about, which is all about happiness, how to live better, how to understand this world better, how to make money, how the money works, and बहुत सारी चीज़ें उसमें अच्छी थी. Now again, these probably will be the another my favorite book after The Almanac of Naval Ravikant this year. So this year probably this will be the one of the best book, I will say. Not sure yet, but there are it's just a February month and there are almost another 8 months to go, and probably I might find another great book also. But looking at the current content of this book, this is a really good book which says happy sexy millionaire, how to be happy, how to be sexy, how to be millionaire. So this is all about that. Though the tagline or the name of this book is little bit of catchy, or the what you can see the clickbait, but the content in this book is really awesome. So if you are interested into the understanding this world better and to make yourself happy, then you should definitely check out The Happy Sexy Millionaire. I'm also gonna put the key takeaways from this book, that what I learned, what I'm going to use in my life, that you should definitely use. For that reason, make sure you like this video and press the bell icon so you will get notified and you will be the first viewer of that video. Second book that I finished is Think Straight by Tariq, I guess, Darius, D-A-R-I-U-S. So another great book. The reason I love this author because he is always on to the point. ये author ऐसा है कि we don't go on with lot of examples, lot of unnecessary drama around the same concept. He tries to make everything on to the point, which is absolutely I love. When it comes to books, then when it comes to specifically non-fiction books, the book should be to the point, not too much of drama, too much of content which will make you feel like यार ये book अच्छी नहीं है. So if you are someone who want to get your thoughts clearly, change your thoughts, change your life, you can see that. And if you want to change your thoughts little bit and how do you want to understand your thoughts, then make sure you check out this book. This book is free with the Prime reading. If you have the Prime account, just download the Kindle app on your mobile, or if you have the Kindle, then you can read this book for the free. This author is really amazing because उसके बहुत सारे books है. There is one book, Do It Now, which I read last year. Currently I am reading this Think Straight वाली book, and there are another 3 to 4 books that I am gonna read by the same author. The reason these books are really great, or the author is really great, because he is always on to the point. And if you love the content which is on to the point, then make sure you check out all the books by the same author. I will put all the links in the description. And if you don't have the Prime account, you can get the Prime account. I will put the link in the description and you can get the Prime account also. The third book that I finished reading is The Comfort Book by the Math Hack. If you have read The Midnight Library, he is the same author, and Midnight Library is a really great book, and I have already made a video on that. You can go check out that video. But the Comfort Book is collection of all the thoughts he learned in the life. It's a very particular chapter. Like you can pick up any page and you can read any page. It's just like the same Do You Pick Sheet by the Ankur Wariko, or the another book, The Almanac of Naval Ravikant, that you can pick up any chapter and you can read any chapter. And if you love that kind of book जिसमें story वगैरह कुछ नहीं है, but you just want little bit of wisdom in your life, and if you want to learn something, then the Comfort Book is definitely your good to go book. I am also gonna make something on the Comfort Book, which is probably a 10 short lessons I learned from the Comfort Book. That video come soon, so you have to wait for that basically, because I finished that book in the February month. Probably that will come next month or the next week or so. The 3 books that I reread is none other than the Show Your Birth by the Austin Coley, and the second one is Still Like an Artist by the Austin Coley, and the same author. 2 books. These books are really costly, but I always wanted to have this book because this book is kind of help you into the creative journey or how to be a good YouTuber, how to be a creative person in that zone, then you should definitely check out this book. Let's talk about the book haul. The book haul are the books I received into the February month, the books I brought in the February month, almost everything about that. The first book that I'm gonna read or I received is the reading list. Another a great book. It's all about the stories. Some stories never leaves you and some changes your life forever. A great book all about the reading list, a new chapter of the just beginning. You can see that this book, I'm yet to read this book, but the cover and the everything looks so promising. Just in case we need it, To Kill a Mockingbird, Rebecca, Kite Runner, Life of Pride, Pride and Prejudice, Little Moment, which are one of my all the favorite books, and it's all about that. Probably I might like this book, so let's see how this book is going to be turned out the reading list. Next book I received, which is non-fiction books, is the 100 Leadership in 100 Words. A very short books like Manikdar. I know this author very personally because I have read his all other work, and all other work is really awesome. He is a really great author, and the way he puts on the LinkedIn, the way he is active on the LinkedIn is really amazing. You should check out his LinkedIn post or the profile. You will get to learn so many things on the leadership. And this book is all about the leadership, which is very short book. And I might finish this within 2 to 3 hours. But let's see how these books turn out, and probably I will put this review on my website or the newsletter. So make sure you subscribe to the newsletter. 2 books after after the last week I posted a video about Death on the Nile, which is Agatha Christie books, the movie review, and I absolutely hated it, to be honest, because the movie plot and the book plot is totally disappointment for me. So I'm not gonna talk about that. You can check out that video after that. But I always wanted to read Agatha Christie books. So this time I'm going to go with the Murder on the Roger, and the second one is the Agatha Christie's Peril at the End of the House. So these 2 books I'm gonna pick up this month, or gonna read these next month. So kind of book haul video, I will say that. And there are few books that I brought on the Kindle, which will probably first I will read those book on the Kindle, and after that if I like the book, then I will go and buy the book physical copy, just because I wanted to show that in the YouTube video. So that's all about the YouTube video. Now let's talk about one Netflix documentary that I watched, which I absolutely loved. The documentary name is What the Health. Highly recommended documentary, because if you care about your health, if you care about your family, if you care about your diet, and if you want to live a happy life, a healthy life, then you should definitely watch that What the Health. It's all about so much of things we eat, so much of diet we consume. We think that we get diabetes just because of the sugar, but that's not the case. Diabetes is a whole different level of the concept. Then cancer, then they says that in the future 55, like currently in this situation 55% of the people have cancer, and in the future 1 out of the 3 people, or the 2 out of the 3 people will get cancer. And if you want to be if you want your health to be happy, then make sure you watch that documentary. Just 1 hour of documentary, but that's gonna change your life in a new different way. So make sure you watch that documentary. Also, I did a fun podcast with one of the India's leading booktuber, that is Manpreet, aka Indian booktuber. Probably you already know her. She is one of the kind person that I know. I met her, one of the event, and after that we started conversation. We did a podcast also. I will link the podcast in the below. But we did a fun podcast last Sunday, or yesterday actually. So make sure I will put the link in the description. Make sure you go watch that podcast. It's a fun side of us. Like, we talk very general about the marketing, what we do, what our plans about the booktube, how we started our journey, everything about that, which is a very fun episode. So make sure you go watch out that episode. I will put the link in the description. And that's basically all about the February month. I always wanted to read the romantic books, but I was not able to. But I will put the link in the description. If you are wanted to read the romantic books, then check out the videos. I'll put the link in the description, and make sure you join our Telegram group if you want a little fast updates, and the newsletter if you want non-fiction book summary in your inbox. So that's pretty much about February month, or the wrap up video. I hope you have enjoyed this. Make sure you like, so this algorithm will give more and more recommendations to a lot of people, and everyone will become the reader at the end of the day. If you're interested in books you should read in 2020, then check out this video where I shared that books you should read in 2020. And if you are interested in more into the audiobooks or the best audiobooks, then check out this video where I shared the best audiobooks that you should read. And that's all for the today's video. See you in the next one. Bye bye, tata, take care.